I'm Mary Crowley, and this is Zing, a show for children of all ages. May I please spend some time with you? I would like that, yes, I'd like that. Would you like that too? I hope so. Today we are going to have a puppet show, Lyn with stories, Linda with music, Randal at the library, and quite a bit on drawing. So hope you stay with us. The word for today is do, D-O. It is now March. It's easy to kind of stay indoors and indulge in some screen time, whether it's television or an iPad or a phone. It's easy to kind of take it easy and not do things. I encourage you to do things. You can skate, ski, build snowmen. You can go winter hiking, you can snowshoe. There are all kinds of things you can do outdoors. And in March, if there's no snow, there's no reason not to go to playgrounds or to take a walk on your street. Not if there's ice, but walking is a good thing. Getting outdoors is a good thing. Just getting some fresh air. You can do things indoors as well. What can you do? Well, you can draw. I'm one who thinks anybody and everybody could draw and enjoy it. Not that you'd be drawing to sell anything, not to draw because you'd turn out with wonderful stuff all the time, but just the whole business of drawing is just good for people. You could read. You could read the books in your house. You could read books you get from the library. And you'd have to go out, if that was the case, to the library, pick them out, take them home. You would be doing something if you went to the library. You could sing, you could dance, you could make up poems. You can do all kinds of things. You can do jigsaw puzzles. You can play board games. Do things. The letter is D. D is for do, and D is for draw. The number for today is 3. 3 is the third month of the year, March 2019. This is a happy birthday wish to anybody who has a March birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear March, happy birthday to you. The colors are yellow because I think a lot of us who have spent January and February in Vermont are longing for the sunshine, for more sunny days. And yellow seems to be the color that reminds us of sunshine. Green, green plants, green trees. This is a drawing that my son did many, many, many years ago, and I just was enchanted with it. I loved the trees, the funny trees. Here's an evergreen, and here's a deciduous with all these leaves up here, but the branches seem to stick out from the sides. But look, it's green, and that's what I think we like. Over there on the clipboard, there is another shade of green. It's a bluish green, and it says spring, and that's because on March 20th, there is officially the first day of spring. Let's launch now into the main parts of the show before our drawing.
Hello children, hello viewers, welcome to Story Corner for the month. This month I'm going to read 2 short stories, you probably know them, and they both concerned animals. The first one is called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. There once was a shepherd boy who was bored when he sat up on his hillside watching his sheep. Thinking it was funny, he took a great breath and he sang out, "Wolf, wolf, the wolf is chasing my sheep." The villagers came running up the hill to help the boy drive the wolf away. But when they arrived at the top of the hill, the shepherd boy just laughed. There was no wolf, and he laughed at the sight of their angry faces. "Don't cry wolf, shepherd boy," said the villagers, "when there is no wolf." They went grumbling back down the hill. Later, the shepherd boy was bored again. So he sang out, "Wolf, wolf, the wolf is chasing the sheep." To his naughty delight, he watched the villagers run back up the hill to help him drive the wolf away. When the villagers saw no wolf again, they sternly said, "Save your song for when there really is something wrong. Don't cry wolf when you don't have a wolf." The boy grinned and watched them go grumbling back down the hill. Later yet in the day, the boy saw a real wolf prowling about his flock. Alarmed, he leapt to his feet, and he cried out as loudly as he could, "Wolf! Wolf! Wolf!" But the villagers thought he was fooling them yet again, and they didn't want to be made fools of again. So they didn't come. At sunset, everybody wondered where the shepherd boy was. He hadn't come back to the village with their sheep. They went up the hill looking for the boy, and they found him weeping. "There really was a wolf here," he cried. "The flock is gone everywhere. It's scattered everywhere. I can't find them anywhere. I cried out, 'Wolf, why didn't you come?'" An old man tried to comfort the boy as they walked back to the village. "We will help you look for the lost sheep in the morning, but nobody believes a liar, even when he's telling the truth." The end. Once upon a time, there was a hare, and the hare was making fun of a tortoise, which is a type of turtle, for being so slow. "Do you ever get anywhere?" said the hare to the tortoise. "Yes, I get there sooner than you think." "I'll tell you what," said the tortoise, "I'll run a race with you, and we'll see who wins." Well, the hare couldn't stop laughing. Really? Running a race with a tortoise? So funny. But the hare thought, why not? I'll win, and it'll be a great story. So the fox, who agreed to be the judge, marked off a distance for the whole race and started the runners off. As you can imagine, the rabbit was soon out of sight. And just to make the tortoise feel really stupid and embarrassed about how slow he was, the hare thought to himself, "I'm going to lay down and take a nap." And so he did. The tortoise, meanwhile, had kept going slowly and steadily, 1 foot at a time, and after a while, passed the place where the hare lay, fast asleep. The hare slept on peacefully, and at last, when he did wake up, the tortoise was almost at the finish line. The hare jumped up, raced to the finish line as fast and furious as he could. But he didn't win. The tortoise got over the finish line first. So, the moral of the story is, the race does not always go to the swiftest. The fastest animal doesn't always win. The one that goes slowly and steadily just might. The end.
Well, hello there, boys and girls. My name is Linda MacFarlane, and I'm here today to introduce you to a couple of instruments that I play. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. And do you know what that spider said? That that spider said, I want to go faster. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. And do you know what that spider said? I want to go even faster. I want to go supersonic spider speed. Let's see how fast that spider can go. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun, dried up the spout. Oh, that spider is so tired now. So now the spider says, I would like to go slower. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. So that was the itsy bitsy spider on this guitar. I have another instrument here, kind of like a guitar, a little bit smaller. See if you can see both of those like this. So this one is called a ukulele, and you kind of play it the same way. And I'll be playing some other songs for you in the future on this nice little instrument. They're fun and they're easy to play. My granddaughter, who is 10 years old, is learning how to play this. I taught her some songs, and she was really good at it, and she was practicing. And so she brought her ukulele to school, and she brought it to her music class and played it for her music teacher, and he was quite impressed. And then he said, do you know the names of the chords that you're playing? And she did. So it's a fun, easy instrument to learn how to play. Now I have a very special instrument to show you. This is called a dulcimer. It's a little different in shape, but it does have strings on it. It's got a fretboard here. Okay, but I don't play it the same way. It sits on my lap. So this is a dulcimer, and these originated in America, in the Appalachian Mountains. You might have to look on a map to see where they're located, but that's where they originated. They're a folk instrument. But this does have a sound hole, just like the guitar and the ukulele and the fretboard. Got the head and 4 strings, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will play you a little song on here. I fingerpicked this one. Maybe you'll know the song, we'll see, okay? Did that song sound familiar? I think that was the Itsy Bitsy Spider played on the dulcimer. So I could play the dulcimer with the pick. Makes it louder. I'll play a little gentle song. So that little song is a song that I wrote. When you play an instrument, you can pick out notes and put them together, and then you make a song. And sometimes it's easy, and sometimes it's not so easy, but you can do it. So next time we meet, I'll play some other music for you, and maybe we'll put some of the instruments together and bring some other instruments so you could see how they all sound together and have some fun singing. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, Erin, want to see my new pet? Where is it? Right here, in this box. Ah! Why would you prank me like that? You know I'm scared of spiders. I don't think spiders are scary. They're really cool. What makes you think it's cool? Well, spiders have 8 legs. Mm-hmm. They can walk upside down on glass and ceilings. Some spiders spin webs that catch things, like mosquitoes. They can walk upside down? Isn't that cool? They can walk upside down. That's why I love them. Do you really love your spider? You can't pet it or anything. Yes, I really do. It doesn't matter that I can't pet it. There are lots of things I love I can't touch, like rainbows and clouds and wild turkeys and stars. And I think they're beautiful and interesting. Hey, what do you love? Well, I love cows and marshmallows. Well, I don't know if I find them interesting and beautiful. Well, maybe cows. How do you feed your spider? Oh, I don't. Well, how does she eat? Oh, I have to let her go. Sometimes love is about letting things go that we love. Oh. And remember, we're huge to a spider. They're tiny compared to us. So please be careful. Are they afraid of me? Oh, I think they should be. We're so big. So big, you see. Oh, I never thought they were scared of me. Well, I don't want to hurt them. I'll be more careful. The end.
Hi, and welcome to Rutland Free Library. I am Director Randal Smathers, and I'm so excited you could come join us today. We're going to talk about a wonderful new program we have just for kids. It's called Read 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. Now that sounds like a lot of books, but if you read just one book every day at bedtime, and boy, when my boys were little, we read a lot more than one book some nights before they went to sleep. So if you read just one book a day every day before bedtime, you'll get way past 1,000 books. But just to help you, and just to help you keep on track, we've got a great program. You can get a little pamphlet, come into the library and get a little pamphlet. It's got lots of space for you to write all your books down that you read with your mom, dad, grandma, whoever it is that's reading books with you, and that's awesome. And then every time you get to a certain milestone, this is 100, 200, 300, all the way up to 1,000 books. You come into the library, you can get a sticker and a free book of your very own to take home. So by the time you read 1,000 books, if you come in every time, that's 10 books. That's a lot of books to have at home just for you to enjoy and keep forever, and remember all the great times you had reading at home. So that's our 1,000 books right here at Rutland Free Library. Please come in and see us about it. We'd love to have you.
Thank you, Connie, Lynn, Linda, and Randall. Drawing, I think, is very important. You can do it for your whole life. Most of the time, little children draw without even being asked to. And what they usually do when they start is they have something that makes a mark and they scribble. It's great fun to scribble. You're making your mark. Very satisfying. Then another thing that children do is they doodle. They take a line for a walk and they go with a crayon, a pencil, a marker, anything that will make a mark. And doodling can be very relaxing. It's slower than scribbling. Then children like to draw what's in their world. And the tree, this is a lollipop tree. They like to draw that. When a child starts to draw a person, and children do like to draw people, they usually draw a person with eyes and a mouth. Sometimes there's a nose, and usually their arms come out of the head, and they're not perfect. Then they go from there, sometimes, to, well, here's a head, and here's a body, and maybe the eyes are a little bit more, and maybe they put two little nostrils, and then a smile, and maybe they put hair. And you say, well, that's not the way hair grows. Well, little children don't care. They don't care at all. They're going into their memory and they're putting down what they know. And they know now, if they're drawing later, after this one, that the arms come out of the body and the legs go down below. And they might make this a top, and maybe they'll put pants on the person. And maybe they'll put fingers. And maybe they'll put toes. And that's kind of the way many, many children all over the world get into drawing. This one is a drawing that was done by my granddaughter quite a while ago, and you can see she has eyes, nose, mouth. She has clothing. She has arms with fingers. She has feet. She has a flower in her hair and yellow hair. You could get a coloring book. There's nothing wrong with a coloring book, but you don't have to stay inside the lines, and you don't have to use it the way some people think you do. You could see this bird and think, oh, I'll try a bird of my own. Here's a color by number. If you would like to do that, fine. But you can do it your way. All kinds of ways to draw. From your imagination, make it up. From your memory, try it. Or look at something. Look at the teddy bear and think, oh, I'll try to make something that looks like that. Now under here, I have a preliminary drawing of a spider. One reason to do a spider is spider was mentioned on the show today. But another reason is that spiders are not an animal you have to be afraid of. Little common house spiders are tiny. They're that big, this big. They're just tiny. Now this drawing I'm going to do is quite large, but the spider itself would be very, very, very small. And you don't have to be afraid. Top part, and there is a bottom part. And then there, depending upon the kind. Now, from here come 3 different sections. There are 4 legs on each side, and I'll quickly do so you can see. The 4 different sections. Remember, you don't have to be afraid. You do not have to be afraid of a spider. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Oh dear, that's ridiculous. You don't have to be frightened of a little spider. Here we go. I guess it's easier to go this way on this side. And these all come out from the same section of the spider. There are big spiders that are frightening that are in other parts of the world, but we don't have them here. So this is somewhat like a spider. 4 legs on each side and a body, and only this big, tiny, tiny, tiny. I have Star Bear here with me. Star Bear I'll have on every time we have a Zing show, because I think every single person can be a star in some way. It might be that that person can do math well, or that person can be a builder, or that person can be an actor, or maybe that person is just very good at being kind and good to people and being nice to be around. But every single person can be a star in some way. You just have to figure out how you can be a star. That's not easy. You have to look around and try to figure out what you like and what you're good at. So I'll put Star Bear down here, and I will show you. Oh, Star Bear, sit up there. I will show you Warren Kimball. Warren Kimball is a star. He's an artist. He is most well known for painting on old wooden boards pictures of Vermont. Things like barns, houses, trees, cows, sheep, pigs, roosters. And right here we have a picture that is very plain, and it's houses and trees, but delightful, absolutely delightful. Warren Kimball does this kind of art as well as other kind of art. This is the cover of one of his books, and this shows cows, pigs, sheep. Now inside here we have even different animals, not animals that are in Vermont, but animals like elephants and giraffes, and animals that live in Africa for the most part. So Warren Kimball is a star, and so are you. Never forget it. Let me bring Star Bear up here again. You're a star, yes you are. You're a bright and shining star. Yes you are. Special star, special, special, special star. Thanks for being with me. See you next time.